Hi, my name is Stacey Brook and I am the founder and chief advisor at College Essay Advisors. And today I'm going to talk to you about some tips for approaching the University of Chicago's application introduction video. It should come as no surprise that the University of Chicago is one of the universities leading the charge in this new trend of allowing students to submit video as part of their college application. This is really exciting, and certainly if you are a student who belongs at the University of Chicago, you're probably going to be enthusiastic about expressing yourself in yet another creative medium. So let's talk about what the University of Chicago is actually asking you to do. The instructions read, if you would like to add your voice to your application, you have the option to submit a 2-minute video introduction in lieu of the traditional college interview, which is not part of our application process. Your recording does not need to be extensively rehearsed or polished, and the video does not need to be edited. You may record your video introduction using the platform of your choice and then upload either a file of or link to the introduction into your UChicago account. If there is any important information relevant to your candidacy you were unable to address elsewhere in the application, please share that information here. So there are multiple ways in which these instructions can be interpreted. Since U of Chicago is presenting this as an alternative to a traditional interview, you most certainly can approach this as a more traditional college interview. You may want to research online what are the questions typically asked of candidates in these kinds of interviews, and you could really just set yourself up to do a straightforward into camera answering of questions or recitation of information that you think an admissions officer would typically want to hear from someone in that kind of setting. Some questions that candidates we've worked with in the past have been asked are along the lines of, why do you want to go here? What will you bring to campus? What will you do when you get here? Things that demonstrate your fit on a university's campus and vice versa. The University of Chicago submission instructions go as far as to say that you don't have to submit something that's quote unquote extensively rehearsed. So when you sit down to record this video introduction, you may want to have prepared some talking points in advance, but even if it takes you a couple of takes, you want to make sure that what you ultimately submit feels conversational and not like you're reading it off a bunch of index cards. As is also indicated in the instructions, you don't need to go crazy with post-production or special effects. You really can just sit down in front of your iPhone or in front of a camera on your computer or at the library and just be authentic as you possibly can. That said, if you do have basic editing skills, you certainly don't have to film your entire video in one take. It's very hard to do that for a 2-minute long video. So if you do have basic editing skills and you want to use some cuts to help you pull together a cohesive statement, you certainly can do that as well. While much of the advice relayed so far certainly applies to a more traditional style interview video, you certainly don't have to feel confined to that format. This is the University of Chicago. It assigns some of the most creative essay questions on the planet, and I do believe that they're looking for some element of creativity here, but mostly they're looking for a true, authentic introduction to you. So interpret that as you will. Show admissions, however you can, who you really are. Thank you so much for watching our video. Please subscribe to our channel. We are going to be uploading many more videos for the 2018-19 application season, so check back for regular editions. Also, if you want more information about College Essay Advisors one-on-one advising services, feel free to check us out, collegeessayadvisors.com. We also have an online course where you can get essay help right now. Again, check out collegeessayadvisors.com. Follow us on social media, but don't forget, come back here to find more videos for tips and tricks to help you with your admissions essays.